Well, hello, this is Wednesday, and here I am, Marilyn Parker, ready to do a live with you today. Now, today, and we have the chat, and in the chat, I'd like for you to put where you're from and put your name and where you're tuning in from. I'd love to visit you and talk with you a little bit as we move along. However, I guess I should put welcome. I'm using one hand right now, so welcome. And I'm Marilyn and I'm from Southern California. Oh, XA, let's better make that CA. Hmm. Okay. So here I am, and it's nice to see you and meet you and all of those things. And as you come in, yeah, just say where you're from and where you're tuning in from. But today, I want to tell you that this live is going to be repeated and repeated because it's so important to me. I am doing something new. I'm starting a community, and so I need you to actually pay attention, and maybe you can tell me something about anything, any questions that you might have or anything. But today I want to show you something I have never thought of before, how we can build reoccurring income together. So I don't know if you've been following my posts, but I've been talking about community and all of that. And so with community, I have learned that we do more things together. We move faster when we have someone to speak with and to interact with. And so that's the first thing I need to say. And so why I am doing this, I want to know you to know that I had a son who was an entrepreneur, and we lost him. So I'm doing all of this, everything that you see me doing, or when you see me online, I'm doing that in memory of my son as a legacy. And after losing him, I stopped thinking short term and I started thinking legacy. Legacy is not just what we leave emotionally, it's what we build financially for the people we love. And I know especially that my family is growing, so I am a grandmother now. This year, I've become a grandmother. So I really do have to think about that. And I need to separate myself from typical marketers. I'm doing a legacy, and all of a sudden, I have a granddaughter who's only 1 month old, but she's here. So it's time to. My son triggered it, and now it's being perpetuated. Okay. Many retirees learn how to create income, but no one teaches us how to structure income that continues. So we go through this because if you run out of savings, just raise your hand and say yes, type in yes, because I know that's, we look at our savings and the cost of living has gone up and all of that, medical costs have gone up. And then family always needs help, even though they grow up and they move away and they're always reaching out. And it may not always be monetary help, but it is help. Okay. Inflation causes us to need more, and living longer than expected helps us to say, oh my goodness, we need more. So security is not found in hope, it's found in structure. So I'm learning how to create the structure that we need in order to move forward. Okay? So I want to build a financial growth community. That's what I want to have. And I'm going to take uh, this down and write down that I do want to build a financial growth community. So that's what we want to have. Financial growth community. So I have a big desire to get this done because as seniors, retirees, we don't have a lot of years ahead of us. So we know that this is urgent. So we're not going to do this hope thing. It's structure thing. That's the one we're doing. We're not going to go into stocks. We're not going to try risky investing, not complicated trading. Instead, we're going to do financial education, tax strategies, asset protection. I've always wanted to know about that. Legacy planning, smart income habits. And so these are the things that we are looking to do. When income grows, wisdom must grow with it. And that's a very powerful thing to say and be a part of. So now I want to just describe how I'm going to get the expert information and all of that. I'm going to I'm going to get help from the community that I am a part of, but we're going to get a list of experts who come in our site, and the experts are going to talk to us, the retirees, and it's all structured, and we know we love that. So imagine being able to hear from experts, not from someone who thinks they know something, but someone who's been focused on this all their lives. And now they are ready to be experts for us. Maybe a tax professional explaining home office advantages, maybe a financial planner teaching how to protect your money because this is in this community we want our money to grow. So that's why I'm thinking about this. How about an estate expert helping us to prepare a legacy? So you should not have to figure out wealth alone, no longer by yourself. We are in this community. We can be in this community. This is where your idea becomes magnetic. Okay? And so this will not be my community, it will be our community. And that I mean, like, this is the first time I'm ever saying this. And as a founding member, when I have people join me for free, we're going to be founding members and it'll be our community. And as such, you will be able to give us topics. You will be able to tell us about experts that you think would be good. You would be able to give us some directions and you'll help us with our growth and everything. And people support what they help create. And you're going to support what we do. That's what we're going to be doing. Okay? So once we establish the foundation, because we're going to talk and figure this all out, we will open the community for others to join. But you are the founding members. So you will start with the very beginning. So I think when you're a founding member in that the very beginning, you have the most advantages. And so since we want to be, again, a financial growth community, we are going to think about how that's going to get done. And we're going to help people come in who are very interested in what we want to do. And so we want to so if we have people refer, we have to set it up so that it'll be a pleasure for you to refer anyone and all of that and be proud of it. So if you invite others, you receive a thank you commission. And so I'm not going to explain all of the percentages or anything right now, but it'll come up later, or I'll even have our mentor overall digital growth community do it because I don't want it to sound too, too MLM-ish. I don't want that. So I'm going to probably later down the road invite someone who is going to be another special speaker who is really good. Okay. So we are going to do this the right way. We will grow intentionally. We're not going to grow very fast, But I would rather have 50 committed members than 500 strangers, wouldn't you? Yeah, you can put yes, I would. Okay. Okay, so retirees love, we love leadership, right? And so we're going to have the founders, and that would be us. So if you come in and join me and you say, well, I want to be a part of this community, this financial growth community. So you would come in, and then that's phase one. So I would get my founding community in maybe 2 weeks. So I will kick it off. I haven't started yet, so you don't have to worry about it. This is my pre listening, my pre kind of things. Anyway, then we will expand. That will be phase two. So phase one will be the founders, and that would be 2 weeks. And my board is so crowded, so I'll just trust them. And like I said, I'm going to do this again and again with my live, so you will be able to see what I'm talking about. So we're going to have founders. We're going to expand for phase two. And in phase two, you will be charged with getting people to come in. This is when you're going to be doing that. And when you do that and they're in, like after we get probably another 2 weeks again, and we'll get more, and there will be a fee. But if you get like 3 people, your fee is free. So that's how it's going to be. Or you can just stay where you are at the free stage. Legacy level community is when you're ready to let's get this moving, let's get this on. And that's phase three. And we'll probably do another promotion where we take 2 more weeks and move it on up a little more for what it would cost. And again, it'll be if you get 3, yours is free. Okay. We're not going to do any heavy pricing breakdown now, but as time goes on, okay, this is what you would be seeing, and you would get like a 30% commission every time you get someone in. You bring someone, you get a thank you commission. So that's what's so good. Okay. So this is for retirees who want to be wise with money, especially when tax time comes. You know how that is. It's almost here now. Just to earn it. People want stability. They don't want stress. People think about their next generation. Like I'm already thinking about my granddaughter. You just filter for premium humans, which means you just make sure you talk to people who you want to invite and make sure that they know we're about financial growth. And we are learning what to do as our finances grow because they will. When my son was alive, he thought like an entrepreneur. Now I think like a legacy builder. How about that? Any comments yet? I will make sure this is in replay mode so that when you see it, you can still leave me comments. If you have ever wanted to build something meaningful, not just make money, I would love to build this with you. And if you find friends who feel the same way, especially us seniors and now us retirees, because we know our time on earth is different. It could be longer or it could be shorter, but we know that we're not anybody who's young to the point where, oh, well, we have plenty of time to think and decide. Okay? So I want you to think about this. And if this speaks to you, comment ready, and I will personally invite you to the founding community. So I'm not going to just stop right here and put things up, but to reach me, you can see over here in my comments, I put over here in the yellow there, that's my YouTube. So I'm talking with you on YouTube. And so that's where I am. That's where you can find me. Okay. So let's see if I have anything else to think about to tell you. Okay, well, I just want to let you know that I have been doing other things connected with YouTube. And on YouTube, in my original channel that I had over there in the comments, I try to post something every day. I try to do it like, I'm not try, but I post every day. I do want it to be like almost at the same time. Like I was doing 8:45, 9:45, 10:45. There are days when I get really busy away from the computer. So you might see me in the evenings or way late because I've had to put things off to the side. One other thing I do want to tell you is that even in my life and my husband's, we will be married 50 years in April. So I am planning a 50th year celebration just to have the fun, just to have the joy of being able to and all of that. So 50 years in April. So I'm in the middle of planning that too. And every now and then I might drop a line to you to tell you how it is. However, again, this is a brand new community that I want to put together, and it's a financial growth community. And we're going to be listening to experts, people who know their stuff when it comes to what to do with our finances. And there are others out there too. But I have such a desire to do this because I've been wondering, like, I live in my home and I do use a room in the home for my office. Sometimes I float around depending on the time of day and what's going on. But yeah, I float around in the house. So I almost use all the house. I've been in the backyard, I've been in the front, I've been in my vehicle. So I've been just really doing it all over with this. And now it's time for me to say goodbye to you. I didn't want to stay on too long, but again, I will be sharing over and over. So next week, or maybe even before the week is out, I will come on and do another live so that you can see what I'm doing with the new piece I'm getting ready to do. Plus, I have more learning to do. So I will be going to do my more learning and my webinar and all of that. But the thing that I really like about this is that you get paid not just like when you talk to people and talk to people and they sign up for the product that you have. This way, you see them more and more, and you get paid weekly or monthly. You get paid more quick and all of that. And that's the good part. It's not just a one time and that's it. This is for continuation. So I will see you soon. God bless. And think about the community, the financial growth community, where we're talking more closely. And I'll see you next time. God bless.